In this lesson, we will talk about how to create functions in Karel and how to use curly brackets when making them. So far, you've learned that Karel understands these 4 basic commands: move, turn left, put ball, and take ball. But what if we want Karel to be able to do even more actions like jump or spin? If you typed these into the programming environment, would they work? You can see that the error here says spin is not defined. Karel doesn't know these commands yet. The good news is we can teach Karel new commands by creating functions. A function is a sequence of code that can be called to run in a program. You may have made a new block in a program such as Scratch. Creating a new function with Karel is a lot like making a new block. Creating a new block or a function teaches the computer a new command, just like you might teach a dog a new trick. Just like in block coding, where you first define the new block and then you can use it in a sequence of code, in Karel, you define the function and then you can call that function many times within the main code. We can use the example of a road trip to learn more about functions. Imagine that you are on a road trip. What kinds of things do you do? On a road trip, you might use the GPS to find your location. You might stop to get gas, or you might stop and get food along the way. If you wrote out everything you did on a road trip, it might start to look something like this. You get in the car, buckle your seatbelt, drive, and then eventually you need gas. So you pull into a gas station, unbuckle your seatbelt, get out of the car, pay for gas, and fill the tank with gas. Then you get back into the car, you buckle your seatbelt again, and you drive some more before you get gas again. These directions might look a little different if you're traveling in an electric vehicle. All of these steps for getting gas happen multiple times during your road trip, and they take a lot of steps. Instead of writing all of these steps over and over, we could put these steps into a function. Check out this getGas function. This includes all of the directions that we need in order to be able to get gas during our road trip. Pulling into a gas station, unbuckling, getting out of the car, paying and then filling the tank with gas, and then getting back into the car and buckling your seatbelt. Now, instead of writing all of these directions over and over, we can use the name of the function to just write getGas in our road trip sequence. Each time we need gas, we can call the function. So, to run this program, these first 3 commands would happen first. Get in the car, buckle your seatbelt, and drive 30 miles. Next, the getGas function would run. When this function runs, we're taken out of the main code and we move over to our function, where all of the steps within the getGas function will happen before we move on to the next step. After the getGas function has run, the next command in the main sequence will run, which would be drive 150 miles. Now the getGas function is called again, so again, all of the steps within the getGas function will run. Now, instead of writing all of these directions over and over, we can use the name of the function to just write getGas in our road trip sequence. Each time we need gas, we can call the function.